This is Two People Gaming and More, and today I'm going to be playing Hearts of Iron 4 as Sinkiang, or otherwise known as the country I cannot pronounce, along with this name. I'm just not going to try to say it. I'm just going to call it Ma Clique, along with Yunin, which I'm pretty sure is also wrong. The Guanzi clique, I'm pretty sure, is the closest one I have to the correct name, and it's Sangji. Oh, Sangji. Why? They're finally actually clicked on it. Sangji is also something I cannot say because I have awful pronunciation. But nope, we're going to be playing as Sinkiang. Sinkiang is probably one of the weakest nations in Asia, but it also has the most potential because of the fact that all that this entire region of China is going to be caught up in a war with Japan, whilst I can just opt out by joining the Comintern, and I will be protected. And I won't be eaten up like Tanatuva early on. But my basic plan for Sinkiang is basically just to take out northern Tibet, eastern Moklik, and just build up our industry so I can actually stay alive as a nation, because that's going to probably be real hard in this game. It's probably either going to be really hard or it's going to be really easy, depending on what Japan's idea, depending if Japan wants to lump me in on the whole idea of invading China. So I'm going to go begin with industrial buildup because we start out with one factory. We also start out with not great divisions. They're sort of good in comparison with the other countries in the region. Like China is probably the only country that's actually that probably has good divisions really in the China region. Manchurias, I'm not calling it that because I can't say that, because I can't pronounce anything, has really bad divisions. I played it once, and their divisions really are awful. So the main threat for me is really what's to the east of me, because this lies countries aren't politically that politically have different ideologies to me, unlike these countries. So I'm mainly going to go focus my army over here. So my first action as Sinkiang is going to just join the Comintern. Okay, so I'm just going to join because that basically protects me from Japan. Because now if any other country wants to attack me, the Soviets are going to get pulled in. And also because it gets the Soviets off our border, which is a good thing. So right now I'm going to just try to diplomatically align myself with nations. Like make non-aggression pacts with mainly communist countries, because that would give us like less of a threat because one of these guys might join another faction and get and have some weird bizarre event happen that leads to where I get dragged into a war, and some of these like some communist countries could be far away that I could just have a non-aggression pact with, so I don't get troops in my territory. On the off chance I decide to keep a non-aggression pact with me, if this happens, most likely they would just break it and just declare war. But there's always that tiny piece of there's always that tiny bit of chance. I'm also going to try to kind of protect myself from China, because once I start warring against these countries, they could create they could like do something which they'll sometimes do if like if the Chinese United Front has already been broken apart after Japan attacks. They might kind of they might get see Ma clique and the Guanzi clique in Yunnan and all of the other Chinese countries except for Tibet will also get called into a war against me if I declare on one, which has happened. And they have 36 to 78 divisions, and I have 3. So I would either lose, or it would just be a really long campaign against, well, a very long war, because then all the Soviet troops would have to come and save me. So I'm just gonna try to kind of expand us industrially before we start taking out some of the countries around us. I do have a mod called that's Instant War, which allowed me to which allowed me to declare war instantaneously. But I'm not gonna do that for this game, because this game will make it because this will kind of make it unfair to other people who want to do the same thing I'm doing. So once we get basic machine tools researched, then that's when we'll be able to just kind of start doing a lot of doing military construction. What's this? Oh, okay. So, yeah. So I guess we. I'm pretty sure that's just because we have a war goal against them that's being justified, so the game's just kind of decided to make that event happen. I think we could invade Tibet now. Yeah. So we could invade them, but it would be a really weird war. Since with like countries who have very few divisions, all it does is it just kind of creates a really annoying thing, because nobody can fully defend their borders. I know that there's going to be a lot of combat and like resistance. Like we're going to probably have to take like invade all of this instead of like taking part of this for just the whole war score, because in the process of taking the borders of Ma Clique, we're going to need a lot of war score in order to take it. So I'm going to take my time with invading Ma Clique, but Tibet I'm going to do once I get around 10 divisions. So yeah. So we're about to get our requirement done. There, might as well start getting people added to my cabinet. So where? Oh, industrial development was over here. With this, we can just kind of expand our army rapidly. It's pretty obvious that we're the threat to them, mainly to, especially to Tibet, because this is all of their divisions. Well, possibly. Could they have somehow gotten another division? Well, to be fair, they do have comparable factories amounts to ours, so it's not like it would have been impossible. So these are the people we're gonna have to, that's gonna take a while for us to invade. Looking at just manpower. And in China and just China and like this region is gonna be this whole like part of Asia is just gonna be something I'm not even gonna try messing with. I would probably win, but it would be really. I would probably win because I have the Soviets backing me, but I wouldn't get enough war score to really have an impact, so it would just turn into China being a giant puppet. Maybe eventually we'll actually get the ability to. Well, eventually we might be able to get the ability to actually have a good army. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's figured out that we're aligned with the Soviets, so. What? Invited German advisors for the Soviet Union. Okay, that's just weird. There. I'm going to end the episode here. This episode was just mainly about getting this series started up, so if you thought this video was good, thank you for watching, and bye.